With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
just on another planet.
Welcome back, once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, split decision racing, Turtle Shells, triple threat, chase race number 3, right here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Drivers inching closer to being able to bring home the championship just tonight, and 2 more nights before we will crown 3 champions here in the split decision racing Turtle Shells triple threat 2021 season. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from the track as these drivers lay it on down here tonight. Qualifying already underway. We'll begin to turn in some of that official information as drivers turn in those time laps. A little bit before that, though, let's go ahead and head into some of your official business coming into tonight's race. Overall point standings chopping up to look a little something like this right now. Ryan Johnson in that 38 machine sitting top of the championship standings. Richard Crane, Truck Series driver, sitting right there in second. Kayla McCarthy tops the Xfinity drivers, and she sits in third. Overall, Luke Smith, Elijah Travis round out your top 5. Patrick Gaspar right there, still still within striking distance, still within range to take a championship trophy away. Gonna have 3 solid races. A little bit of a crapshoot next week when we head to Talladega Super Speedway, so drivers gonna have to put on their restrictor plate hats next week. Gonna have to put on their tire management hats this week. Track surface very abrasive here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, known for tearing up some of the tires. Drivers are gonna have to decide whether or not they want to be fast at the start of the run, a little bit slower throughout the entire run, or maybe a little bit quicker at the end. That's what's going to make the strategy very different here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now it does look like we've got multiple drivers on that scoring chart, so we'll throw it up to the left-hand side of your screen right there for you to follow along at home. Ryan Johnson, Tiny Horse, has the provisional pole for the time being. Quick time tonight for Johnson, 30.72. Tyler Rush right behind him with a 30.74. Kevin Bernheimer, Luke Smith, Chris Wheeler round out your top 5. All of those Cup class drivers at the front. Xfinity drivers right back around the 9th position. Richard Ryan Mueller sitting top of the Xfinity drivers. Richard Crane topping out the truck drivers back there in 14th. Just about 4 more drivers left to go for qualifying, and we haven't even hit the halfway point yet. So drivers not wasting any time. And tell you what, let's go down there trackside, watch this 24 McCarthy as she tries to put down a quick time. Let's see how fast McCarthy can go around this 1.5-mile D-shaped oval. Very bumpy, a lot of characteristics to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Hot Atlanta, known for track temperature being a little bit warmer than most and really tearing up the tires with the surface and the temperatures, having drivers slipping and sliding all around. But for now, the track seems to be a little bit cool. McCarthy gonna go 13th with her first time lap. Let's see if she can improve that 31.50. About 1 second off of your pole sitter, Ryan Johnson. Don't think she's going to take the top spot on the speed charts. But can she break inside the top 10? Maybe dethrone Richard Ryan Mueller sitting in 10th. McCarthy across the line. Does she improve in lap time? Improves, but not on the speed charts. Tough break there for McCarthy. We'll step back away from the track once again, as it looks like everybody that's going to qualify has already done so. Just Michael Ayward in the 43 Xfinity Ford Mustang yet to go out there for his time lap. You're watching Split Decision Racing's Turtle Shells Triple Threat Chase race number 3 right here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's right, the triple threat. All three, a style of NASCAR cars on the track at the same time in the same race, racing all against each other. Beautiful little event. Watch the spectacular display out there on track here tonight. Drivers have been going at it all season long. Ryan Johnson has been on a little bit of a run for quite some time. Last week and the week before, I do believe it was, he had a little bit of trouble, but that has been about the only times we have not seen that 38 shine all season. Tyler Rush with a great qualifying effort. Let's see if he can utilize that and springboard himself a little bit further in the point standings. And it looks like drivers beginning to head their way towards a pre-race inspection to get headed to the starting grid. So with that being said, race fans, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, head trackside for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bombs bursting in air gave proof
Drivers making their way to the starting grid. Looks like they're all just about packed up, ready to go here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You can hear those bells in the background. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for chase race number 3 here in Split Decision Racing's Turtle Shells Triple Threat 2021 season. The 38 of Ryan Johnson gonna set the quick time in qualifying inside row number 1. Your pole sitter, Ryan Johnson. The 27 of Tyler Rush gonna line up just to his outside. Kevin Bernheimer and Luke Smith in row number 2. Back in row number 3 tonight, the 22 of Chris Wheeler, followed by the 88 of Nate Johnson. 35 of Andy Turner gonna slot in that 7th starting position. 8th spot goes to the 77 of Thomas Myers. Row number 5 inside the 7 of Dave Gilbert, and just to his outside, rounding out your top 10, the 92 of Richard Mueller. William Klingbeil and Patrick Anderson back in row number 6. Row number 7, Kayla McCarthy, Michael Gitchell, Jeffrey Ramsdale, Elijah Travis. Just behind them in row number 8, row number 9 tonight, Richard Crane and Adam Benefield. Brandon Whitford and Michael Hayward round out your top 20, round out your field here tonight from Atlanta Motor Speedway in the SDR 2021 season. Who you got? Who you think's gonna take it to the checkered flag? We've already got one edition out there going on tonight. Looks like we've got multiple fans, friends, drivers, family out there already putting in the lap count for what they think is going to be the lap count at the end of tonight's 85-minute timed event. We'll have to wait and see. iRacing pace car gonna duck off for the first time. Field comes to the starting grid, and green flag flies for the first time here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Rush with a good start, staying very Johnson down to turn number 1. Here comes that 10 of Luke Smith on the outside, trying to bring his arc. Mustang up towards the front of the field. Ryan Johnson, all sorts of trouble now as Tyler Rush able to make his way by. Rush gonna get the spot. Rush gonna take that spot away and head down into turn number 3 and 4. Come off of 4 this time, and he's gonna lead that lap. Tyler Rush to the point. Thomas Myers Turner for 7th. That's gonna change hands once again as Turner gets back by Myers. Johnson by Kevin Bernheimer. That's for the 4th position. Whoa, driver out of shape and down low. Looking to see who that was. Looks like the 7 of Dave Gilbert with a little bit of trouble here tonight. Gilbert down off and onto the apron. He's going to recover that machine and headed back towards the front of this field. Ryan Johnson now all over Tyler Rush, looking at they'll split the track top and bottom. Johnson on the bottom, Rush at the top. They'll meet back at the outside wall down the backstretch. Once again, Johnson in tow. He'll drop back to the white line. Not quite gonna get there. Rush gonna lead him off of 4. Whoa, Ryan Johnson with a ride. Ooh-wee. How did he not put that thing into the inside wall? I don't know. What a wheel man move right there. Big time save by Johnson to keep that thing in the right direction. Tyler Rush still with control of the race. Luke Smith in the 10. Now he's going to look to the bottom. Can he get his Ford Mustang around? Looks like he's got the run. Can he clear him on the exit? Looks like he's going to do it. Great pass right there. Here comes that 28 of Kevin Bernheimer. Now he's got the run help with the 88 of Nate Johnson coming through as well. Looks like Rush is now in some trouble. 22 of Wheeler gonna stack himself right there. Ryan Johnson still right behind him. Big battle going on up here at the front of the field here. All of these Cup drivers. Would be remiss if we didn't mention the great battle going back through the field. Richard Ryan Mueller right there in the 92. He leads his 50 class kind of in no man's land, but look at this scrum. 4 cars all mixed up with each other. Patrick Anderson, William Klingbeil, Kayla McCarthy right there as well. Dave Gilbert, one of those Cup car drivers sitting back in this pack as well. If one of those drivers was in the end of his draft, they might be able to sniff their way back in there to this lead. The pack at the front now being led by Luke Smith in the 10. Almost 5 minutes already off of the stopwatch here tonight out of the 85-minute timed event here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. How many laps can these drivers fit in that 85-minute time span? Got to get over there to the YouTube side of things, put it down in the chat, make it official. Can you walk away with Dave's dollars? $20 on the line here if you can catch it with the right lap count. Can you guess it? We'll give you a little bit of a cheat code, if you will. In just a brief moment, tell you what, let's get rid of some of the graphics right here. We'll go ahead and throw that information up for you top of the screen as the scroller comes by. Ticker at the top there, you can see lap number 8 already, so about 5 minutes in, 4.5 minutes in to be exact into tonight's race, and they've already begun lap number 9. If you want to try to crunch the math, have at it, have fun. We're going to get back to the race the way we like to do right here. Whoa, big moment. Oh my gosh. Tyler Rush. Oh my. Oh my gosh. That was a huge hit for Tyler Rush. Let's take a look and see how it all happened. There you can see just loose comes across the 28's nose. Hard impact, ripping that front clip off. Ooh-wee. Oh my gosh. That was a lot closer than I thought to a... Whoa! Oh. Truck Series driver pounds the inside wall trying to keep it out of Tyler Rush's already wounded car. Looks like we may have a few drivers caught up and involved with some incidents after that big-time smack by Tyler Rush. He's going to be on pit road for just a handful, trying to get that fast repair back out there on the track. Ryan Johnson back at the front of this field, though. There you can see him hounding that 10 of Luke Smith. These two have win added all season long. For the time being, Ryan Johnson has the upper hand, but on track tonight, Luke Smith with that top spot. Johnson trying to get back up there and snatch that spot away. Richard Ryan Mueller tops out the Xfinity Series drivers. There you can see that 92. He's going to head back into turn number 1. Let's take a look in with your highest running Truck Series driver. There you can see him, the 9 of Adam Benefield sitting in the 15th overall position on track. Richard Crane and Brendan Whitford with a little bit of trouble here tonight. They're sitting 18th and 19th on the speedway for the time being. Interesting to see if those two truck drivers can get up there and battle with Benefield. Right now, it looks like that truck championship on the line between Adam Benefield and the 36 of Richard Crane. They're going to battle it out for the rest of tonight's race in Talladega. And who's going to take the trophy at Kansas? Join us right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. June 25th is when we crown separate champions at the end of the race in Kansas. That's going to be quite a night. You don't want to miss it. Tell you what, be sure that you don't. You can go on over, click that subscribe button, and smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live and go. It is championship night. Notification will let you know while you're there, while you're at it. toss. Each and every one of these drivers are thumbs up as they've been putting it all on the line week after week. Close racing action right there. My gosh. 48 of Michael Gitchell. I believe that's Patrick Anderson on the outside of that Coors Light 99. Yes, indeed it is. Very close moment right there. Elijah Travis and Adam Bittenfield getting a front row seat to some great racing action just off in front of them. We're going to jump around the track just a little bit more. The police out there somewhere. You seen it. Wonder where they're at. Richard Ryan-Mueller getting by Dave Gilbert. Or Dave Gilbert getting by Ryan-Mueller. That's going to be for 8th and 9th on the track. Gilbert going to make his way back inside the top 10. And now he has the last spot for the Cup class at the front of the field. Tyler Rush still scored off the lead lap after that hard impact that we witnessed just a handful of laps ago. Whoa, big moment. Oh my gosh, look how close Benefield and that 99 of Patrick Anderson got that time getting into turn number 3. That was super close. 51 of Elijah Travis going to go to the bottom of the track. He'll trying to work by that Coors Light Ford Mustang, Chevy Silverado. I apologize. Close battles at the back. Close battles at the front. Ryan Johnson setting sail. Now he's snatched that lead just about 2 laps ago and has already opened up a 0.6 of a second advantage over Luke Smith. Nate Johnson in the 88 Ford Mustang. There you can see him in the Into Being sponsored Ford Mustang. Into Being helping with all of your concepts and prototypes in the medical equipment field. They can help you get through all of the sticky situations of bringing your product to the public. Check them on out at intobeing.com. Some battles beginning to dissipate. Field looks like it's starting to calm down just a little bit. And as we say that, look at this. Thomas Myers, Chris Wheeler, Andy Turner. They're all going to go at it all nose to tail, 4th, 5th, 6th on track. And we'll give you a moment on the cheat code once again. 10 minutes into tonight's race, 19 laps on the board. 20 laps on the board, 10 and a half minutes into tonight's racing time limit. How many laps will they get? Put it in the chat. Let's see if you can win Dave's Dollars right here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. 2-3 wide now as these drivers still mix it up. 4th, 5th, 6th on the track. Myers, Turner, and Wheeler going at it. Side by side, there you can see that 22 machine of Wheeler looking to the inside of Andy Turner. Turner going to keep it wound up on that high side. He'll keep the position. Motor on down the back stretch and back towards turn number 3. Not much to say about this man right here, except once he gets the front, he gets gone. Ryan Johnson in that Taz Motorsports 38 machine. He is absolutely set sail on the field. He's looking to dominate the rest of this run. Drivers will get called to pit road right around the 45-minute mark. That's about the halfway break here for the split decision Turtle Shells triple threat drivers. Then we'll reset the field. Get ready to go back green flag racing for the final run. That's right, there's a stage break endurance race style here in the Turtle Shells triple threat season. Also just local yellows. That's why when you seen that hard contact by Tyler Rush, no caution coming out, only one car really caught up and involved with that racing incident, so admins and officials not throwing the yellow flag. So you have absolutely got to be on it, because you may not get a caution to save you if you fall behind the 8-ball Tyler Rush. Now, with a big mountain to climb here tonight after an early advantage leading this race, Rush had trouble. He sits tail end of the field. Gonna jump around just a little bit to some of these battles out there on the track. Thomas Myers, Andy Turner, Chris Wheeler, they're still battling with each other on the track. Brandon Whitford, that 131 machine there, you can see the back marker. He's one of those truck class drivers sitting one lap down now. Trying to keep our eye at the leaders up inside the top 10. Looks like William Klingbeil. He's been closing in slowly but surely. Still has a 3.5 second deficit to make up. But Klingbeil McCarthy has slowly been gaining on Richard Reimuller in that 92 machine. He is leading the Xfinity class, leading the truck class right here tonight. Ryan Johnson sits top of the class, top of the speed charts, top of the board. In that 38 machine, Luke Smith right behind him. Nate Johnson, Thomas Myers, and Andy Turner round out your top 5. Fourth, fifth, sixth, still battling here on the track, and as they begin to do that, Dave Gilbert slowly able to make gain up a little bit around on them and his Ford Mustang. Kevin Bernheimer also right there, slowly but surely closing in on the battle as well. I believe Bernheimer may catch Gilbert before Gilbert catches Wheeler. There you can see on screen that checkered flag Motorsports 28 of Kevin Bernheimer. He's running that mid to high lane, and that Ford Mustang trying to keep the momentum up, trying to keep that RPM rolling, and it looks like he's already pancaked. The right side of that Ford Mustang looks a little bit shifted to the left, and I think that's how Richard Reimuller is able to close the distance the way that he is in his Chevy Camaro. Leading the Xfinity class, leading the charge on the track, Richard Reimuller looking for some more spots inside your top 10. A little bit further up through the field, look at that, still battling with each other. Thomas Myers, Andy Turner, Chris Wheeler, they're still going at it. Only about a car separates each one of those drivers from each other. Luke Smith slowly starting to gain some momentum on that high side behind the 97, because here comes Nate Johnson. He's going to take the spot away. He's going to use the back marker as a pin with the 88 to second. Jeffrey Bremsdale goes to the top of the speedway. He'll let the lead lap cars fight it on out amongst themselves. Luke Smith now back to third. Back and forth battle between Luke Smith and Nate Johnson. Smith gonna take the spot back away from Johnson once again, as they have absolutely lost your race leader. Now Ryan Johnson out to a 2.5 second race lead. Somebody called a cops. They're out there on the track. There you can see Policia right there. That 43 of Michael Hayward sporting the cop car here tonight. I'm digging it, my man. I actually like that thing. I'll tell you what, let's take a better look at that one. What do you say? Let's get up close and personal here with those drivers. Look at that. That's a pretty good job. I like that. Even got the little old school siren up there on the top of the car as well. I like that. Extra transponder, but you know, it is what it is. Got it painted up like a little red siren that, you know, the detectives used to be able to just put out the window and right on the top of the car. Like that. Digging the vibe. There, Mike. Great job on the paint with that 43 Ford Mustang. We'll jump back towards the front of this field, though, back with this battle between Luke Smith and Nate Johnson. They're still going at it with each other, and that's letting the 38 walk away into the sunset as we are almost 20 minutes into tonight's race. Just 65 minutes remaining here tonight. So I tell you what, we'll throw that information up for you one more time. Let you cheat a little bit more if you want to. 34 laps in. And on the board already going to come around this time to put 35 laps on the board. How many laps can these drivers put in the 85-minute timed event? Can you guess right? Can you win? Dave's Dollars. Gotta get your pick down in the chat over there on the YouTube side of things. So hustle on over there. Let's see if you can guess it right while you're there. Toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back from Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Let's finish this push to 2K. Few drivers to pit road. Looks like the 51 of Elisha Travis gonna bring his Toyota Supra down for service and tires. Jeffrey Ramsdell gonna hit pit road. Christopher Wheeler in the 22 Baby Ruth Cup car. He's gonna bring his machine down to pit road for service and tires as well. Luke Smith, Nate Johnson, they continue this battle for second and third overall on the track. There you can see Kevin Bernheimer as Richard Remuller in tow. That's a Cup class driver against an Xfinity driver. Now we're seeing Adam Benefield, highest running truck class driver. He's starting to close in on Caleb McCarthy. McCarthy, an Xfinity class driver. So there you see, there you have it. Just because you're in the Xfinity cars doesn't mean you're always going to be faster than the trucks. Bernheimer, Gilbert, and Turner to pit road this time by side-by-side racing action. There you can see race leader Ryan Johnson putting Patrick Anderson down one lap. He's going to now put Dave Gilbert, Andy Turner, Kevin Bernheimer also down a lap as they complete their green flag pit stop. Elijah Travis also falling victim to your race leader. He's going to lose one lap as well. Travis going to lose his second lap with Ryan Johnson making that pass, and Johnson continuing to stay out on track, continue to put multiple drivers one lap down. Now just 9 drivers left on the lead lap, but that 36 of Richard Crane, he's not going to last very long, and there you have it. He's already going to be put down a lap. Caleb McCarthy right there in the Texas Roadhouse 24 machine, running pretty strong here tonight. It was running right at about second or third in the Xfinity class before the round of green flag pits. So we'll have to wait and see how she shakes out after this round of green flags. The 77 of Thomas Myers going to come to pit road. Johnson, he's going to break away. First driver inside of your top 3 to come to pit road. Nate Johnson looking to score from the undercut. Going to move into 4th position. McCarthy going to take over that 5th spot. Adam Benefield listed now in 6th. Your top 6 drivers as they go yet to come to pit road. And how about this? Ryan Johnson, there you can see him right there. He is just behind Adam Benefield as well as Caleb McCarthy. You can see them just out of the windshield. Will go on board, and Ryan Johnson's gonna spoil that party for us. He's gonna go ahead and come to pit road this time by Luke Smith. Is gonna stay out on track, and he'll take that top spot away. William Klingbeil, Adam Beneful. Looks like they may stay out on track. Ryan Mueller and McCarthy to pit road as well. First round of green flag pit stops in. We've got about right at about 2 minutes remaining before the 60-minute mark. If you haven't got your picks for Dave's Dollars in yet, get on over to the YouTube side of things. Put that down in the chat. We'll see if you can walk away a little bit richer. Hey, I'm no Clint Boyer, but hey, Luke Smith continuing to extend this first green flag run. Staying out now 2 laps longer than Ryan Johnson. And that's going to put just 2 drivers left on the lead lap. Luke Smith, Adam Benefil yet to come to pit road. And Smith going to stay out another lap. You can see Ryan Johnson just off in the background. Johnson being listed 1 lap down, but as your race leader Luke Smith has stayed out for so long, he has been able to put multiple drivers multiple laps down, 2 or more laps down to be exact. Brandon Whitford with some early trouble. He finds himself back in 20th, 4 laps down. It's going to be just a matter of time before those fresh tires begin to show up. And there you can see McCarthy getting herself 1 lap back. And Ryan Johnson able to make his way by, get himself back on the lead lap. Nate Johnson doing so as well. So back to 4 drivers on the lead lap. Nate Johnson getting himself back onto the lead lap. Luke Smith losing a ton of ground here. He's going to give up quite some time after this green flag pit stop. We'll take a look at Adam Benefil, who stays out. He's going to assume the race lead with that 38 of Ryan Johnson listed on track on the scoring pylon right there behind him. Just about 5 seconds back from Benefil is Johnson, but Johnson has already been to pit lane. Adam Benefil gonna stay out. He's gonna lead a lap. He's gonna go ahead and snatch that point or 2. That may be what wins him this truck championship. Moments like this, race fans out there in TV land, that's exactly what you gotta do. Risk versus reward. Right now, you're gonna get a halfway break as long as you don't go a lap down to your respective class. Stay out there, push the limits of that fuel. Get yourself a point for a lap led. That could end up putting you in the top spot for the championship. Tip of the cap to the crew chief for that 9 of Adam Benefil. Meanwhile, back at the front, how about that? Ryan Johnson had quite an advantage over that man right there. Nate Johnson. Johnson came to pit road 2 laps prior. And look at the ground that he was able to make up. Almost a 2.5 second deficit. Absolutely erased. Nate Johnson taking the hound. The 38 here at the front of this field. Not a lot of close battles out there. We'll jump back, take a look at this one as they make their way off of turn 4 back towards the stripe. Crossing the line, Luke Smith, Thomas Myers battling for 6. And just look at that gap now for Smith. Was right there running in 2nd and 3rd, battling with Nate Johnson for multiple laps. And now he finds himself over 12 seconds behind your race leader, Ryan Johnson. That is a big time hit. Staying on the track for 4 laps longer gave a ton of track. Well, just about 30 minutes into tonight's race, the cutoff has come and gone. Looks like we've got Elijah Travis, Patrick Anderson, Jeffrey Ramsdell with pick for Dave's Dollars. Let's see if you can guess The number of laps these drivers can fit into the 85-minute timed event. That's right, timed event lap count don't matter except if you've got what it takes to win Dave's dollars. Unfortunately, if you haven't already, you're not going to have time here tonight, but you can join us next Friday night to win Dave's dollars. If nobody snatches it here tonight, that's when he's going to roll on over to next week. Will we see a driver walk away with a fresh, crisp $20 in their pocket, or will we bump it up to $30? That's right, we're gonna bump it up $10 instead of the normal. I believe that we were doing it at $5, but it's championship time. Let's make this real. Johnson beginning to stretch it on out now. He has a second advantage over Nate Johnson, running in second. Third place overall, Aaron Turner. Fourth place, Christopher Wheeler. Luke Smith now rounds out your top 5. William Klingbeil and Elijah Travis going at it for spot on the track. That's 9th and 10th. Or 10th and 11th, I should say, on the speedway. Michael Gitchell just off in front. Not a lot of battles to speak of, but we'll clue in on this one right here. That 48 and the 83. Now we'll jump around just a little bit back to the front of this field, because that 48 of Michael Gitchell, he is being scored off of the lead lap. Him as well as the 83 of William Klingbeil's Ryan Johnson able to make his way through these back markers a little bit quicker than that 88 of Nate Johnson. Big mix-up of cars already here tonight. Multiple drivers going down one lap to your race leader. We're going to begin to have Cup Series drivers fall victim to the fast pace here tonight, being set at the front of this field by Ryan Johnson in that 38 machine. William Klingbeil able to get by Michael Gitchell for P9 on the track as they run. Patrick Anderson getting by Jeffrey Ramsdale. That's for 14th on track. Tyler Rush. What a recovery by Rush. Was listed 2 laps down at one point in time. He's been able to get himself just 1 lap down. Sitting in the 16th position. His night's going to be much, much worse if you've seen the impact that he had at the beginning of tonight's race. Hard impact. And has since been in damage control and just trying to salvage everything he can. Tell you what, we've got some new ones. Let's go to the fan cam here at Atlanta. Trying to give you a little bit more of the track, a little bit more of the race in action. Let's see how you like these camera shots. And, you know, let's see if we can keep them round. If not so tickled pink about it. Go high above the speedway with one of our turn 3 drone cams. Do appreciate Atlanta Motor Speedway for allowing us to use the airspace above the track to fly a few drones out there tonight. A lot of great camera action, a lot of great camera shots, bringing you some up close and personal action here above the track, beside the track, and inside these cars as we go. On board inside of that 88 of Ryan Johnson. He's sitting in that second spot. Can he somehow gain 4 seconds and give Ryan Johnson a run for his money as we slowly Watch that time click off to the left-hand side of your screen. Now down to almost just 15 minutes remaining. These drivers have been going at it for a solid 30 minutes here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. How many laps have they put down? Well, we'll have to wait and see how many. We'll check that in just a few moments. Tyler Rush able to get by Jeffrey Remsdale. That's going to be for 15th spot on track. What a great camera angle here on board with that 88 of Nate Johnson. Looks like we do have a few other drivers with some different cameras on them tonight. Kayla McCarthy being one of those drivers. We do have a nose cam on board with that 24 McCarthy. Great camera shot right there. Do appreciate that 24 crew allowing us to put some of these cameras on board. Take a look now off of the tail end. Looking back at that 51 of Elijah Travis. Whoa, that Toyota symbol got close. Only Toyota driver out there in the field tonight. That Supra looks pretty. Now, I'm just being honest. Like, look at the front end of that thing. It is neat. That is a nice looking ride. That's all I gotta say. Great camera shots here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Do appreciate all the hard work behind the scenes by the Turn 3 Racing Network, getting us all these great shots, getting everything worked out behind the scenes. Big tip of the cap to each and every one of you. And big tip of the cap to each and every one of you out there in TV land. If you haven't already, give these drivers a thumbs up. Click subscribe and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. 50 minutes now left on the stopwatch. Ryan Johnson enjoys a 6-second advantage over Nate Johnson. Luke Smith rounds out your top 3. Chris Wheeler, Andy Turner tops your top 5. The 8 drivers left on the lead lap. Torrent pace being blazed around this track by Ryan Johnson. You can see a huge call now between McCarthy, the 48 of Gitcher, as well as the 51 of Elijah Travis. Not too far off in front of them, we've got some more drivers battling for track position, not necessarily scoring chart or scoring spots. Still mixing it up quite a bit. Gonna stay right here with this battle as these drivers continue to try to jockey for position. There you can see that 51 of Elijah Travis diving to the bottom, trying to make the spot up off of McCarthy. What happened to Ryan Mueller? Looks like on the pit stop, Richard Ryan Mueller may have had a pit road penalty. Ryan Mueller getting popped by the police. Did Mike Wayward write him a ticket? Just a handful of moments away from that halfway stage break. Drivers will get a chance to regain their composure, catch their breath, refocus, reset, make a few changes on the cars, try to get it more to their liking for what could be this final run. There you can see that 92 trying to make his way by the 51 of Elijah Travis. Not a battle for a spot for a scoring position, just a battle for track position at this point in time. Ryan Mueller has some company. That 48 of Michael Gitchell right behind. The battle is back here in the pack. We're gonna check. Whoa, the 97 checks up. Elijah Travis gonna get stacked up. Ryan Mueller gonna run right into this mess as well. Ooh, Elijah Travis chopping it up on the front stretch. Gonna look to the inside now. on that 97 of Jeffrey Remsdale. He's going to take that spot away. Here comes the 48 of Michael Gitchell, looking to the inside of Ryan Mueller. Ryan Mueller going to hang tough on the high side and keep that spot for the time being. Almost to the halfway point here tonight. This driver has absolutely been class of the field since he got the clean air. Ryan Johnson now enjoys an 8.5 second race advantage over Luke Smith as well as Nate Johnson. You can see these two drivers, they're going at it back and forth. Johnson with the advantage for the time being, but Smith going to hang strong at the bottom to take that second spot away. 11 seconds back to the 22 of Christopher Wheeler. Kevin Butler, another 2 back from him. Now with the lap traffic out of the way, Luke Smith looks to try to run down Nate Johnson before we hit that halfway stage break. Just under 46 minutes remaining in tonight's 85-minute timed event right here in the Split Decision Racing Turtle Shells Triple Threat 2021 season. To the bottom, and Smith gonna take the spot back away from Nate Johnson. At that 10, back to the 2 spot. The stage break couldn't come at a better time for a handful of these drivers. Looks like Tyler Rush gonna be able to get at least one of his 2 laps back. When we do eventually see that halfway point, he's gonna need some more help to try to get up there and gain some spots. And just like clockwork, there you can see caution flag on display. Field gonna wind in the rain, slow things down. There you can see your overall race leader at the point. Ryan Johnson gonna get up here, catch up to the tail end of the pace car. What a run, man. I tell you what, William Klingbeil with a great run right now leads the Xfinity class drivers. Kayla McCarthy, Elijah Travis right there behind her, sitting in the 11th. I don't even know who to pick in that Cup class department. Luke Smith has been fast. Nate Johnson has been fast. Ryan Johnson, he's led the majority of tonight's race, but once you get that clean air, I think that has a whole lot to do with it. Green lights on pit road. Race leader's gonna come down this time by. So with that being said, race fans, we're gonna step away for a brief commercial break. Let these drivers sort things out under the caution. Let the admins take care of their official business. But don't go anywhere, race fans. After this brief commercial break, we'll be right back with all your green flag action right here from Atlanta Motor Speedway.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Backtrack side as the field gets the one to go. They'll line up single file. Back behind that, iRacing pace car field set to run the final 38 minutes around this track. How many laps are they gonna get in? I'll tell you what, we'll give you that cheat code one more time. Why don't we throw it up there for you on top across your screen. 78 laps in at 46 minutes in. Oh, I don't know. That's going to be about 140 laps. Looks like I'm going to be short. You got a few that may have hit it right on the head. I'll have to wait to see how that all shakes out as green flag flies once again. Field all stacked up at the front. All following Ryan Johnson and his 38 Taz Motors machine. Stacked up at the front of this field, Cup Class drivers going at it. This is when you gotta be on it. This is when you can make up some time. Jeffrey Ramsdell with some trouble. Ramsdell has trouble in the 97 Xfinity machine. We'll take a look back at that here in a brief moment. Let things sort out at the front of this field. Gonna slide in second right behind Ryan Johnson. Andy Turner gonna take that third spot. Still battling for a position. Andy Turner, Nate Johnson. They'll go side by side back through 3 and 4. On the high side, 35 on the bottom. Luke Smith gonna look to the inside now. He'll look to take the top spot away. Ryan Johnson gonna take into the top of the track. 3 wide for the race lead. Kevin Bernheimer hanging it out on the high side. Oh my. Bernheimer gonna hang it to the high side, and he's gonna hurry get this thing. He's gonna take it to the top spot. Ryan Johnson doing all he can, but not gonna be able to keep him. Kevin Bernheimer gonna lead that lap. Now that was a beautiful sight. What a job by Bernheimer. He took it to the high side, stuck it 3 wide, and kept his foot flat in it. And he takes that top spot. Now he's going to scoot away from the field just a little bit, right at 0.2 of a second. Here comes Johnson, back with a charge. Kayla McCarthy able to take over the top spot in the Xfinity class. She has Richard Mueller all over her. We'll go take a look at this battle for that Xfinity class lead. About 2 tenths separate these two drivers on the track. The 24 Texas Roadhouse machine piloted by McCarthy. She sits in Richard Mueller. Spaceball sponsored 92 rounds out your top 10. How about William Klingbeil and that 83 machine? Sponsored by Whiskey River, and he is running well here tonight. Michael Ayward, Patrick Anderson. Let's take a look at this battle. They've got a handful of drivers with them. I believe that's Elijah Travis. Yes, it is in the 51 Toyota Supra, just in front of the cop car. That 43 of Michael Ayward. Anderson gonna go by Ayward this time by and set his sights now on that 51 Supra machine of Elijah Travis. They've got about 5.5 seconds to make up to get to Michael Gitchell. Richard Crane back here running in the 16th position. There you can see him just outside of your screen right there in that Camping World 36 truck. Crane taking the top spot over in the truck class points. Walked away with the truck class win last week. Can he repeat the process here and find himself sitting pretty heading into the crapshoot that is Talladega Superspeedway next week when these drivers hit the track in race number 4 in the chase for the championship here in this 2021 season for Split Decision Racing Turtle Shells Triple Threat. Bernheimer continuing to lead the field. Ryan Johnson not really letting him get away. Those two drivers starting to separate themselves just a little bit from Luke Smith and Nick Johnson as those two drivers begin to mix it up. How about Andy Turner and Chris Wheeler? We'll take a look at this battle between the 35 and the 22. That is starting to heat up quite a bit. Dave Gilbert right there as well. So that's going to be a 3-car mix-up. You might as well toss Thomas Myers into that one. It's going to be a 4-car back heading across the stripe. Oh, driver with a moment. Looks like Jeffrey Remsdal has some trouble in that 97 Xfinity machine. He's going to duck to the bottom of the raceway, let these lead lap drivers on by. How about the runs the high side is able to get? That is quite a beautiful thing. How about this up here? Let's go a little bit further back up in this field. Ryan Johnson now battling for that top spot. Once again, he's going to take the inside lane. He's going to travel the short distance around the track, looks to take the top spot side by side. Now with that 28 of Kevin Bernheimer. Bernheimer way up the track. He's going to give up the ground. Johnson going to take the top spot back away. Back to the point goes the 38. Side by side now into 1 and 2. Bernheimer and Smith. That's a battle for second. The 88 of Nate Johnson just waiting in the wings right there in the fourth position. First car listed down 1 lap, but leading the Xfinity class there. You can see Kayla McCarthy just behind her. Richard Rymuller right at about 3/4 of a second back. 7/10 separate these two drivers. McCarthy looking to solidify her championship hopes and dreams with a good run here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Only 2 more races after tonight before we crown all 3 championship drivers when we hit the track. Kansas Motor Speedway, June 25th, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And as we reach the 30-minute remaining mark, if you haven't already, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Join us in the push for 2,000 subscribers. Tell your friends, family, loved ones everywhere. Head on over to the Turn 3 Racing Network YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and smash the bejesus out of that bell while you're there. Check out some great racing action each and every night on the Turn 3 Racing Network. All sorts of racing action, whether it be short track, dirt track, big track, or 3 on track. We got it all right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Do want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in each and every night. Without you, there would be no us. So once again, we do appreciate all of you out there. While you're here, toss these drivers a thumbs up. Good to see my good buddy from Cyber Thunder out there on the chat, Tom Richter. How you doing, brother? Glad you could be here. Hey, man, I'll tell you what, come check it out next Friday night. If you can put in a lap count before 60 minutes remaining, you might have a chance to win some of Dave's dollars. $20 on the line here tonight. If any of those drivers, anybody in this chat is able to guess the right amount of laps by the end of this thing, and as we've got less than 30 minutes remaining, just 4 minutes from that 60-minute threshold, we're going to go back, check on that lap count. 96 laps now on the board. How many more will these drivers get in by the end of this 28.5 minutes that is left on the stopwatch? We'll have to wait and see how it all unfolds. We'll jump around the track just a little bit once again here to the 88, battling still with Kevin Bernheimer. There you can see that 7 of David Gilbert. How about the recovery Gilbert's had here tonight? Gilbert with a big moment early in tonight's race, right at the ship, and he is now battling for a spot inside the top 5. There you can see the wounded, battered 131 truck of Brandon Whitford. Whitford well off pace, back down 6 laps here tonight. Tyler Rush has had yet another moment, and he has got the hood up, trying to fix some damage down there on pit road. Not out, but not on track. There you can see down on the bottom of the screen in the scroller, you can check out how the season standings are shaping up with our final 3 races. Points coming into tonight, scrolling across the screen for you. Atlanta Motor Speedway, Talladega Super Speedway, and then championship night at Kansas Motor Speedway, June 25th. That's going to be one heck of a night. A lot of celebrating going to be going on that night. I'm going to have a lot of champagne bottles ready to pop on the 25th. Chris Miller, Dave Gilbert, they're going at it 6th, 7th on the speedway. This is one of the early battles on track. Thomas Myers not too far off in front of them. You might as well call it a three-car battle. Andy Turner, he's waiting in the wings should something happen inside of his 35 machine. Turner right behind Wheeler, and there you can see big gain through 3 and 4 that time. For both of these drivers, the 22 going to drop to the bottom of the speedway. Little drag race to 1. Inside lane prevailing for the time being. Howell with a run on the backstretch go. Dave Gilbert able to pull even on exit. Drag race back to 3. Momentum working on the high side for Gilbert. He's able to get that red 7 Ford Mustang up into that 6th spot. He'll try to battle it out. Thomas Myers next for a spot inside of your top 5. Kevin Bernheimer still caught up in a battle. Look at this 28. He's got Nate Johnson looking to the inside. Battle of the blue ovals. They have lost a little bit of ground, lost some touch with Luke Smith. There you can see Smith going by just in the foreground, side by side. Now battle between that 28 as well as the 88 of Nate Johnson. Johnson going to pull to the bottom of the track, run the short line around. We've seen Bernheimer hang it to the high side. He's done so pretty much the second half of this race ever since that halfway stage break. iRacing saying 24 more laps for these drivers. I'm not so sure. I think they're going to get in probably about another 30. You know, but 24, 30, it's all about the same. All about the same until you're trying to win. Dave's Dollars out there in the chat. Elijah Travis with 134 laps. Jeffrey Remsdale going to say 138. Looks like Patrick Anderson calling out 143 laps. I went with 161. I don't think we're going to quite get that deep into tonight's race. We'll check a look. There you can see 104 laps on the board being set by Ryan Johnson, and that 38 Taz Motorsports machine at the front of this field, leading by quite a bit of gap. There you can see over 2 seconds separating Johnson from Smith. Bernheimer and Nate Johnson still going at it, 3rd and 4th on the speedway. Andy Turner, Chris Wheeler, both going to break for pit road. Green flag pit cycles underway. Going to take a look back at Kayla McCarthy. She's got a half a second advantage over Richard Reimmuller. There you can see that 92 just off in the background. That's going to be a battle for the Xfinity class lead. McCarthy was running well in the early portions of the race, fell behind just a little bit, has since grinded to get herself back up inside the top 10 into the top of that Xfinity class. 24 runs in 9th. McCarthy, Reimmuller able to get themselves a spot on the scoring charts, but they're still going to have to come down to pit road, so they'll give those spots back more than likely to Andy Turner and Chris Wheeler, who have made it off of pit road, getting up to speed now. There you can see just off in the background, coming off of turn 2, they'll rejoin the track on the backstretch. That battle between Kevin Bernheimer and Nate Johnson, it has not went away. Check this out. They're still going at it. Michael Gitchell will be able to get by Chris Wheeler for 11th. Elijah Travis also getting by that 22 machine. That's going to be for 12th. Andy Turner getting by William Klingbeil for 9th position that time by as well. Johnson working and working and working over that 28 of Kevin Bernheimer, able to take that spot away. Bernheimer says, you know what? You can have it. I'm going to get me some tires. Elijah Travis also on pit road. We'll jump back in the front with your race leader, Ryan Johnson, without any trouble so far here tonight. Well, I say without any trouble so far. We've seen him have a big time save at the start of tonight's race. Maybe that went to actually help him, able to slowly, methodically make his way back through the field, not really damage the tires, damage the car, able to take positions back one by one. As we've only had one caution flag here tonight, and that was the halfway stage break caution. Luke Smith, William Klingbeil got to come to pit road this time by. No big time accidents calling the field to a crawl. Ryan Johnson now leads that 88 of Nate Johnson by over 4.5, almost 5 seconds now, separating your top two. Thomas Myers sitting back in third, 11 seconds plus back from your race leader, Dave Gilbert, over 12 seconds back, as we're down to just 4 drivers left on the lead lap. How long will Ryan Johnson stay out there on track? How long is he willing to give? Oh, that 131 goes way up the track. Whitford with a moment right in front of your race leader, Ryan Johnson. Nate Johnson, Thomas Myers, Kayla McCarthy, Richard Mueller to pit road. Mueller coming off of pit road as McCarthy and Gitchell make their way into the pit lane and down to the box. Ryan Johnson, Dave Gilbert gonna stay out. That's gonna leave us with just 2 drivers remaining on the lead lap, with somewhere in the range of about right around 20 laps or so remaining in tonight's race. My goodness, what a run so far here tonight. Drivers just absolutely putting it all on the line. And how about the man that leads this field, Ryan Johnson? Big save early tonight. He's able to keep the top spot after regaining his composure through a round of green flag pit stops. Was the race leader at the halfway point. Gave up the top spot for a handful of laps here in the second half. Since getting that clean air in that top spot, he has checked out once again. The entire field now down at least 1 lap. Ryan Johnson gonna now peel off of the racetrack and down to pit road. Does he get it woed up enough? Looks like he's going to be able to. There you can see Kevin Bernheimer going by. Bernheimer going to put himself back on the lead lap. And this is going to be close. Bernheimer might be able to leapfrog with the undercut here. This is going to get pretty interesting at the end. I think we're going to see these two come together. Bernheimer going to make his way through 3 and 4 and back towards the tri-oval. Where is Ryan Johnson? He's on his way out of pit road, but it's going to be too late. Kevin Bernheimer going to take the top spot away and set sail with just a handful of minutes remaining on the stopwatch. Under 20 minutes, right at the 15-minute remaining mark. This is going to be big. Richard Mueller getting by Patrick Anderson for the 8th spot. Andy Turner passes Ryan Johnson as well. The 38 drops to 3rd, now to 4th. Big time loss that time for Ryan Johnson. Over 6 seconds gained by Kevin Bernheimer. Patrick Anderson in the 99 Xfinity car. He's going to bring that Chevy Camaro back onto the track, but this is going to get interesting, folks. Much fresher tires for Ryan Johnson in the 38. You heard me say he was all the way back and forth. Now he's back to third, making a pass on Andy Turner. He's going to take that third position back, look to set sail, try to run down Luke Smith. He's got to make up right around, I believe it is about 2 to 3 seconds. Just under the 3-second mark to make up for Ryan Johnson on Luke Smith to try to run down this man at the front of the field. As the Ford Blue Oval dominated moment right now, Kevin Burnheimer leads in his Ford Mustang, has Luke Smith in his Crush number 10 Ford Mustang lined up right behind him. Ryan Johnson splitting up the Ford party at the front. Nate Johnson, also another Ford Mustang driver, sits in fourth. Final 30 seconds before we hit the 15-minute mark to go. This is gonna get crazy. This is gonna get good. Kevin Burnheimer beginning to run into some back markers. That's the 36 Camping World sponsored Chevy Silverado powered by Richard Crane. He is your highest running truck class driver. Has quite a bit of an advantage over Adam Benefield running back in the 15th spot. If they should get to each other, that's going to be a battle for the truck class lead here tonight. Is about a 6-second difference, so Benefield going to have to make up quite a bit in the final few moments of tonight's race. Gonna go check back in with those Xfinity drivers. Let's see. Richard Mueller was able to get by Kayla McCarthy a handful of laps ago. Trying to go back and see exactly when that took place. Was about 9 laps ago to be exact, so while I was over here running my mouth, Richard Mueller was able to get himself by and step off to a 3.5-second advantage over McCarthy. Mueller sits in 8th now, leading the Xfinity class. Not able to really make up any ground as that 38 of Ryan Johnson. He closed in on Luke Smith, but hasn't been able to go anywhere since. Smith able to close the distance on Burnheimer as well. Just 1 lap separates them on the tires. More so, back to Ryan Johnson. He came to pit road just a handful of laps ago, and he has been on an absolute tear with those fresh tires. He's going to be able to use those tires a little bit more than the drivers that he is chasing down. All over the rear deck lid now of Luke Smith. He looks to the outside, back to the inside. Smith ducking, dodging, weaving. Johnson doing the same. They'll stack up in 3 and 4, still chasing Burnheimer for the lead. Don't worry, we'll throw it back up there at the top of your screen for you. 124 laps now on the board. My goodness, Jeffrey Ramsdell, you might be sitting in the catbird seat right now, because I do believe iRacing says they've got about 15 laps to go. So that is going to be awfully close to your pick. We'll wait and see how it all shakes out, how it all gets done too. Now almost 3 wide for the race lead. Oh my goodness, Luke Smith gonna drop to the bottom. Look for the race lead on Kevin Burnheimer. Look for that 3 wide move. Here comes the 38 to the outside. He's gonna push Burnheimer down the backstretch. Burnheimer gonna run the high side, not allow Johnson to make that 3 wide move that he did earlier. Johnson gonna go to the center, split him with a 3 wide charge to the front. 3 wide charge from the front. The Taz Motorsports Iron Horse 38 of Ryan Johnson gonna take control of the race once again, and with those much fresher tires, look for him to set sailing already. There you can see it, race fans, already beginning to increase that gap. Bernheimer with a valiant effort, but just not able to keep the fresher tires behind him. Luke Smith gonna drop to the bottom now, look to take that second spot away. No battles on track for position except the one that we've got on screen for you right here. The 10 of Luke Smith down on the bottom, looking for the second spot, trying to grab that away from Kevin Bernheimer. Ryan Johnson already gone. Over 1 second advantage over the drivers, battling for second and third. I don't know, iRacing says 10 laps to go, but we have still got right at 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes remaining on the stopwatch, actually 10 and a half to be exact. 10 and a half minutes remaining here on the stopwatch tonight for the 85-minute timed event right here on the Split Decision Turtle Shells Triple Threat 2021 season. You're watching Chase Race number 3 right here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Bernheimer not willing to give up that second spot just yet. He's going to make that 10 of Luke Smith fight for it. He's going to make him earn that spot. Trying to look back at the rest of the field through the rest of the timing and scoring. Richard Ryan still leads the Xfinity class. Richard Crane still controls the truck class. Crane looks like he's going to make the repeat without any struggles here. And I do believe, and correct me if I'm wrong out there on the YouTube side of things in the chat, I do believe Richard Reimmuller is the driver that went to victory lane last week in the truck class as well. Still raging for that second overall position on track. Kevin Bernheimer, Luke Smith still, whoa, Bernheimer with a moment. Still going at it. Is that enough to let Luke Smith dive bomb down into turn 1? He's going to slide up the track. He's going to take that spot away. Crossover coming by Bernheimer. He's going to pull even at the line. He'll go inside into turn 1. He's going to take that spot back away. Will Luke Smith look to cross over just like Bernheimer did? And there it is. Late try at the crossover. No, Smith not going to get it. Smith, Bernheimer still going at it side by side for what seems to be about 15 laps now. They have been swapping and jockeying that second place position lap after lap after lap. This started just about 10 laps ago. Luke Smith finally losing a little bit of ground, losing a little bit of touch to Bernheimer. We'll see if he makes another run at him at the front of this field, though. Back to this man, Ryan Johnson, looking to seal the deal here tonight. From Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Split Decision Racing Turtle Shells Triple Threat 2021 season chase race number 3 tonight from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Next Friday night right here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, On the Turn 3 Racing Network, you can catch some triple threat action at Talladega. It's going to be a wild and crazy night. 3 different classes out there beating and banging, bump drafting and pushing at the Big Daddy Talladega Super Speedway. What a show that one's going to be. If you haven't already, toss these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash that bell. Get notified anytime we go live so you can check out some great racing action. If you haven't already, like we said, toss these drivers a thumbs up. Luke Smith now losing ground to Kevin Bernheimer. Looks like that 28 Ford Mustang has got the speed. He has got the handling, and it looks like he's going to secure that second position. This man right here, he's got that secured unless he crashes his truck. That 36 of Richard Crane. Although he is 3 laps down to your race leader, Ryan Johnson, he has the truck class almost by a full lap as well. So a lot of space to play with for Richard Crane as he looks to go back to back. Gonna check in with these drivers on track. This class, the Xfinity class, being headed up by the man on screen, the 42 of Richard Mueller. He leads Kayla McCarthy. McCarthy back just under 3 seconds behind Mueller. Those 2 drivers, the only 2 drivers to be scored just 1 lap down. From 10th on back, William Klingbeil has been put 2 laps down. McCarthy and Mueller next on the list for your race leader, Ryan Johnson, trying to put down a 2nd lap. And speaking of your race leader, where is he? Let's find him. There you can see him crossing the line, heading back down into turn number 1. 5 minutes to go now, left on the clock. We'll give you a sneak preview. 5 minutes to go. How many more laps will they get in? Lap count is 139, so it looks like, unfortunately, Elijah Travis, Jeffrey Remsdale, you guys are out. Patrick Anderson, you're next in line. 143 is the guess for Dave Stallas. Not sure. I think we're going to surpass that as well. Looks like the money is safe and going to roll over. I don't think we'll quite get to that 161 laps where I can, put my own money in my own pocket. A little bit weird to pay yourself, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Back to the task at hand. How about your race leader, man? What a job here tonight. Ryan Johnson with a big moment early in tonight's race. Big time save slide coming off of turn 2. Kept it out of that inside wall and fought his way back towards the front of the field. Took control of the race through the green flag pit cycle, through the stage break, through the final green flag pit cycle here in the second portion of tonight's 85-minute timed event for Split Decision Racing's Turtle Shells Triple Threat 2021 season. Johnson set sails almost 6 seconds back to Bernheimer. Bernheimer dealing with Luke Smith once again. 3 minutes now remaining here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Just for the giggles of things, we're going to go ahead. We'll check back in with that lap count here. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do it real quick. 142 with over 2.5 minutes. Looks like, unfortunately, Patrick Anderson, you were close, but no cigar. Looks like Dave Stallas safe here to lead. $10 going to be at it, and we'll roll it all over for the crapshoot at Talladega Super Speedway. Still stacked up as they go. Kevin Bernheimer, Luke Smith continuing this battle for what seems to be 20-30 laps. Now, big moment for Bernheimer. That's going to let the 10 drop to the bottom. He's going to look to slide job at a 4. Not covering the crossover. Here comes Bernheimer back to the bottom. Under 2 minutes now remaining here at Atlanta Motor Speedway and Chase race number 3 for the Split Decisions Turtle Shells Triple Threat. Bernheimer throwing out all the stops here tonight. Keeping that 10 of Luke Smith behind him. What a run. And how about Kayla McCarthy? She has gained a ton of ground. Now just 1.7 seconds separates herself from Richard Ryan Mueller. Can McCarthy get up there and run down Ryan Mueller for the top spot in the Xfinity class? We'll wait. We'll keep our eye on that one. We're going to keep our eye on this one as well. Heimer with that spot. No problems right now as we reach just 60 seconds remaining. Final minute here tonight from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Luke Smith trying once again, not gonna quite get there. Will Ryan Johnson bring the field back by and force him one more time around this 1.5 mile oval? Looks like he's gonna make his way off of turn 2 down the back stretch with 30 seconds left on the stopwatch. Drivers have to go one more time around this track. Johnson off of 4, white flag in the air. Final lap here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. No, they're not going to throw the white flag. We're going to keep it going once again. Looks like we'll get the one to go this time by as the time has expired. That's all. 85 minutes. On the stopwatch, Ryan Johnson off of 4. He'll have 1 lap remaining. White flag. Final lap this time by. McCarthy fading. Brian Mueller looks like he's going to secure the Xfinity win. Richard Crane has got the truck class win in the bag. Ryan Johnson also with the class win in the bag. He'll make his way down the backstretch and into turn number 3 for the final time tonight. Ryan Johnson at a 4, crossing the stripe. Checkered flag in the air. Checkered flag in hand. Ryan Johnson takes the top spot. What a run there by that 38 of Ryan Johnson, able to take the race lead after a big time moment at the start of tonight's race. There you can see Luke Smith having a little bit of fun as well. And as we reach the conclusion of tonight's race, we're going to step away for the post-race interviews, get things set up and ready to go. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's race. There you can see two of your class winners on the front stretch. I tell you what, let's see if we can't go have a few words, catch in with the driver that walked away with. Oh, if we can get the computer to work with us, if we can get everything in the broadcast booth to work with us, let's see if we can't catch in and have a word or two with the driver inside of that 92 machine. Richard Reimuller, it's Dave in the booth. You got a copy? Going pretty good. How about yourself? Absolutely, I hear you, man. Well, walking away once again with another solid finish here. Coming down to the final nitty and gritty, the final few races of the season. We've only got two left. How are you feeling at being able to secure a championship trophy this year? Going to be interesting indeed when we get to Talladega. I think there's going to be some fireworks and some sparks flying for sure by the end of that one. But nonetheless, Richard, congratulations on a great run here tonight. Back in the post-race interviews, back at the top of your Xfinity class. So before we let you go, you know the drill. You want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous? All right, my man. Well, we'll see if we can't catch up with you again later on throughout the season. There you go. That was the winner of the Xfinity Class, the 92 of Richard Reimuller, walking away with the top spot for the time being in the Xfinity Class. Will that push him back into a championship spot? We'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out, how it all works out. Let's see if we can't now go and have a word with, and oh, screen's going black, but let's see if we can't have a word with the driver walking away with the top spot in the truck class. Let's see if we can't dial up Richard Crane. It's Dave in the booth. You got a copy? Well, I mean, that's a good thing, though, correct? Taking away the truck class points lead after last week's truck class win, you're going to extend that lead here after tonight's class win as well. How good are you feeling looking at Talladega coming up next week? Well, with just the two races remaining, do you think you've got what it takes to put that 36 machine up into the top four and have a chance at the overall championship when we get to Kansas? Well, be it that, may it be that, or I forget the saying. Heck, you forget about it. Anyways, some great runs. Let's see if you can continue the trend. I think we have a good chance of talking to you again at Talladega. It's a little bit of a roll of the dice, but I think you'll find a way into a good spot again. Once again, congratulations tonight, Rich, on a great run. Before we let you go, you want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous? Mm-hmm. Haha. That's the weirdest thing ever. Well, all right, there you have it. Final words from your truck class winner tonight. That was Richard Crane. Let's see if we can now dial up the man that walked away with yet another class win. Great run here tonight once again. Let's dial up my good buddy Ryan Johnson, man, back in victory lane. How you doing? Got another one. Got him. I'm going to just start calling you got him. That's it. Everybody else can call you Tiny Horse. I'm going to call you got him because every time we see you, I got him right here in victory lane. So, hey, works for me. Great run here tonight. Walk us through after that big time save off of turn 2. How confident were you in the stability of the car after that? Yeah, especially that restart after the stage, man, that was pretty wild and crazy between a ton of you drivers for multiple laps. Next week, Talladega, how crazy you think it's going to get? Well, I mean, somebody's going to win for sure, but do you think this win's going to help you try to secure a chance for the championship going to Kansas? Absolutely. Well, Ryan, again, always a pleasure to talk to you here in the post-race interviews. Congratulations on yet another class win. Before we let you go, you know the drill. Thank yous, love yous, shout-outs, anything like that? All right, my man. Well, with all that being said, again, congratulations on the win once again, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you at Kansas. All right, there you go. Winner of tonight's race, winner of the Cup class, driver out of Salem, Wisconsin. That's Tiny Horse himself. Got him, Ryan Johnson. What a race it was. What a show, especially there at the start and the restart. Drivers all over each other, battling it out to the end. Ryan Johnson able to walk away with the win once again, and it looks like producers ready to wind up the court. So it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results for chase race number 3 here in Split Decision Racing's Turtle Shells Triple Threat. Walking away with the Cup class win and the overall win, the 38 of Ryan Johnson. Kevin Bernheimer going to pilot the 28 home to a second spot. Luke Smith right there in third. Nate Johnson in fourth, and Thomas Myers rounds out your top 5. The 7 of David Gilbert going to slot home in 6th, while Andy Turner puts the 35 home in 7th. Top of the Xfinity class running in 8th at the end tonight, the 92 of Richard Mueller. Kayla McCarthy going to finish right behind him in 9th, 10th place to William Klingbeil. Michael Gitchell in the 48 machine walks away in 11th, while Elijah Travis brings the 51 home in 12th. The 99 of Patrick Anderson walking away in 13th, 14th to your truck class winner, Richard Crane. The 9 of Adam Benefield going to walk away in 15th. 16th tonight goes to Jeffrey Ramsdale. Brandon Whitford with a little bit of trouble. He'll finish 8 laps down in 17th. Chris Wheeler going to walk away in 18th tonight. Michael Ayward in 19th. And Tyler Rush going to round out the field after a heavy, hard impact. Rush rounds out the field for tonight's chase race number 3 in Split Decision Racing's Turtle Shells Triple Threat 2021 season. If you haven't already, race fans, give these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Join us in the push to 2,000 subscribers. Tell your friends, tell your family. Come and join all the fun right here on Turn 3 Racing Network. While you're there, you can pick up some great merchandise, some hats, hoodies. We've got some great new summertime koozies to keep your drinks cold. Head on over to the Facebook page. Check it on out. With that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.